Hi, Melissa O'Shea here of the sleepeasyclub.com, and I'm here to say happy World Sleep Day to you. And because it's World Sleep Day, I thought I would share some tips on how to sleep better. And these tips are not just for people who have a sleep problem. So I work with people who have insomnia, who have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, to get their sleep working. But these tips are for anybody. So we all sleep and we all want to get the best out of our sleep. So these tips are to help anyone who sleeps to actually get better quality sleep. Now, I've told a few people that it's World Sleep Day, and they've said to me, oh, I wish it was World Sleep all day. And I know sometimes we just feel like we're just not getting enough sleep. But if we can get better quality sleep and fall asleep faster and actually not wake up so much during the night, then it can help us to feel more energized and healthier, and to actually get the most out of our life because we're getting the most out of our sleep. So I'm going to share 3 tips. That number 1, the first tip helps with sleep onset, so that's helping you to fall asleep quickly. Number 2 is to help with sleep quality, so that's actually to get that feeling of really deep, restful sleep and to wake up in the morning feeling like you've rested and you're energized and ready to go. And then the 3rd sleep tip is actually around sleep duration, so that's not waking up again and again during the night, because that's not going to help you to feel rested. Alright, so tip number 1 is to take time to wind down before bedtime. So often we're so busy that we're just going until it's basically time to go to bed. And then sometimes our body just can't actually switch off and settle down. And we really want to help our evening to mimic how nature works. So if you think about the sunset, the sun doesn't just instantly switch off. It's shining brightly, active, doing everything during the day, and then suddenly it switches off. No, and our bodies are not like that either. Sometimes we can get away with it for a while, but often not. And sometimes we can be a doer and be like that and be able to switch off, and then one day we just can't anymore. So actually taking that time to wind down is really important. And so winding down is doing anything that helps you to feel more relaxed, to feel nurtured, cared for. Maybe it's connecting with nature, maybe it's connecting with your friends and family. For some people it's watching some TV, reading a book. And then as you get closer to bedtime, you want to actually make those activities less and less stimulating. So you don't want to be watching an exciting show or a thriller or something that's going to get your adrenaline going. You don't want to be going to the gym and doing a hard exercise routine. So you want to be doing things that are going to help you to relax and slow down. So some yoga is really a good thing, a walk, some stretching, and then as we get later toward bedtime, a shower, a warm bath, an hour before bed, reading a book, candlelight. So think about the sun and sun setting, and you want to make your evening get basically darker and darker and slower as you approach bedtime, so that by the time you're in bed, you're actually really relaxed, you're yawning, and that's when you want to actually turn off the lights and go into sleep. We want to catch ourselves when we're feeling sleepy and be at that point when we're ready to be in bed at that time and go to sleep. Alright, so that was tip 1, helping you to fall asleep more quickly. So if our body and our mind is ready for sleep, then we're going to fall asleep more quickly. That said, if you see anything on the internet that's saying you'll fall asleep in 18 seconds with this method, don't go for that, because it's actually pretty normal to take 10 to 20 minutes to fall asleep. And if you're taking less time than 10 minutes, it means you're fairly sleep deprived. So it's not a problem to take a few minutes to fall asleep. It's quite natural and normal. And don't try to go for any hacks that claim that they can get you to sleep in seconds, because why would you even want that? Okay, so tip number 2 is around sleep quality. So that's actually getting the sleep that we're having be restful and waking up feeling really energized and like we can get the most out of our day. And there's a lot of things you can do to help that, and so I'm just sharing one thing that you can start doing right away, and that is to make your bedroom dark. Now, sometimes we think, oh, it shouldn't matter, because we close our eyes. In fact, I remember when my kids were younger, we took a holiday to Hawaii, and in the hotel room there was like a smoke alarm with a little green light right above the bed. There was a TV with like blue light over there. There was two alarm clocks with their orange light coming off. And so it was fairly dark. We had blackout curtains, but there were all these little digital lights. And I was trying to cover them with towels and turning them off. And Zach, my son, was like, "Mom, just close your eyes, like what's wrong with you, Mum?" And I am a sensitive person, and I'm traditionally not a great sleeper, so I do want to create the best environment possible. And actually research has shown that even ambient light or small little lights, when our eyes are closed, it actually goes through the eyelids, because if you close your eyes now, you can actually see that there's light in different parts of the room, and the light does come through. And that affects our brain, and then our brain affects the secretion of melatonin. So melatonin is a marker of darkness. You might have heard about melatonin as a supplement you can take to help you to sleep better. It really is more a marker that you are in darkness, and it does make you feel a little bit sleepy. So if we're in total darkness, then our body secretes melatonin the whole time we're sleeping until just before we wake up when it's brighter. And so if you don't have a dark bedroom, you're not going to get that extra boost of melatonin that's going to help you to get sleepy, fall asleep, and stay asleep. So it does actually disturb your sleep cycles, and you don't get as good quality sleep if you're in a room that has a lot of light. Now, morning light is great because that actually then signals you through your eyes that it's time to wake up, and it helps you to wake up and feel more refreshed. So what you can do is have a sleep mask that you wear and then you take off. Sort of if you wake up toward the early morning, you can take that off and just get that light coming in. Okay, so that's the second tip. And then the third tip is about sleep duration. So you might know about sleep cycles that everyone sleeps for 90 minutes to 120 minutes in a pattern. So it's light sleep, deeper sleep, and then dream sleep. And this can change depending on our needs, but generally it's in that pattern. And what happens is we wake up every 90 minutes to 2 hours when we come up to that dream sleep. But usually we just fall back to sleep again and go back into our light sleep, deep sleep, and our dream sleep again. So what happens with people who have sleep problems is that they often will wake up fully every 90 minutes to 2 hours, or after a few cycles they'll start waking up. And sometimes they're not able to go back to sleep again. And the thing that I've seen over and over again with my insomnia clients, getting them to sleep better, is actually what you do in the day affects the duration of your sleep at night. And you might not think this is the case, and you might think, oh, well, I can't really help that. I've got a job, I've got to do it. But taking a 20 minutes time out during the day to fully relax really makes a big difference. And there's been some research around relaxation and the stress response. And they used to think that we had to have 20 minutes a day to really have optimal health. But now the 20 minutes, it's actually been shown that it's better to break that up and to have smaller breaks during the day, because what that does is to take your stress levels down so that you're not in that stress state for as much of the time during the day. And then that is what has an effect on your sleep duration, because then you're able to go to bed, your body is not in a high stress cycle, is able to come into relaxation, and then being in that relaxed state is what enables you to have better sleep duration, to sleep through the night without waking up every time that you come out of come into your dream sleep. So if you're remembering your dreams a lot, you're waking up every time you have a dream. Now that doesn't mean that you're dreaming more than anybody else, it just means you're waking up during the dream, so you're remembering it. And if you're not remembering your dreams, that probably just means you're actually sleeping through, which is great. So don't worry on either count, but take that time out to relax during the day, even if it's just when you have your lunch, instead of working at the computer while you're eating, actually go outside, sit, and take a break. I've got some really lovely relaxation techniques I teach to people that's just only take 5 to 10 minutes, and it really brings you into that deep state of relaxation. So if you'd like to learn those, get in touch with me, and it really does make a difference. So I hope you've enjoyed those 3 sleep tips. And as a special promotion for World Sleep Day, I'm actually offering 10 30-minute free sleep consultations. So usually I don't do this. I'm happy to have a quick chat with people, but not a full consult. for free. So that's a special thing. If you have had a long-term sleep problem or you feel like you do want to improve your sleep, please get in touch. If you've got friends or family members, I'm really happy to talk to them as well. But I can only do 10, so and you need to book in a time by the end of next week. We can do the consults in April, but I need you to actually contact me and let me know you want a free consultation. You can do that through Facebook or my website, sleepeasyclub.com. And love to help you out. And then later in the day, I'm actually going to be doing an interview with Laura of Laura Inspire, and we'll do that Facebook Live split screen, and we're going to talk about some more things that affect everybody and everyone's sleep, including alcohol, including a bit more about the light and dark that we just talked about, and then one more surprising thing. So join me later in the day if you like. Get in touch if you do have a sleep problem and you'd like to get that sorted out. And have a great day and have a good sleep tonight.